Hi, welcome back. So, talking about some of the things that I noticed in the game in terms of our defensive tactics. In the first couple seconds of the second quarter, Nigeria locked in a little bit on the defense and we were able to slow them down, kind of try to reduce their scoring, abilities. And something that was wrong that we kept doing was those middle drives. They kept driving, taking control, dishing the ball out for those outside shots, dropping the pass inside to their post player who was dominant until she, fouled out and had to, the coach had to keep her on the bench for a while. And then we like I was saying, we saw the problem, which is Doge number 11, and Nigeria was able to take her out. So the coach kept her on the bench until like the fourth quarter. That was when she came in, and then of course she got her last foul by none other than Ezinne. She got her last foul and she was out of the game. Mukaro tried, number 6, she tried her best to get her team back in the game, but hey, basketball is played by 5 people, and that's the edge, another edge that Nigeria has over Mozambique. Nigeria does not have just 1 or 2 players, or let me just say 3 players that we depend on. No, Nigeria, all 12 players can get on that floor and ball out. That's the edge that we have over most of the teams. Some things about Mozambique: they pushed the ball from the beginning. They were looking for those easy fast breaks. If you allow them, they will take it, and I think they took a few. They were taking every opportunities that Nigeria was giving to them, or that they were making for themselves, because at some point it felt like they were just finding their way around our defense. They were taking the ball to us. Every time Donge had the ball, number 11, she was driving the ball. She's not settling for the shots. She's taking the ball inside, driving on anybody. Number 11 was a menace. She's strong, she's athletic. I've played against Mojana Musa before. I've not played against Donge, but I don't know if I want to play against her, because MJ is strong, but I'm sure if I speak with MJ will tell me that girl is strong too, because you could tell. They understood that the only way that they could stay in the game is to score on every offensive possession, and they made sure that they did that. They made Nigeria very uncomfortable on their drives. Like every time we tried to drive, they made it very, very difficult. So Nigeria had to settle for the shots outside that were not dropping at that point. Some of the observations for Nigeria: it felt rushed in the beginning. Our offense first felt rushed, where both teams were missing their shots in the beginning until Mozambique started to drop their own points, but Nigeria missed a lot of easy baskets. On the offense, in Nigeria's offense, Mozambique destabilized Nigerian offense because Coach Reina was forced to make multiple substitutions, which is unlike her. Coach Reina would usually keep a player on the floor for 3-5 minutes, but Coach Reina was forced to make many substitutions within the first quarter, second quarter of the game, because players were getting fouled, players were getting beat to the basket. So she had to make multiple substitutions, and that destabilized our offense, because now players could not really, gel together in the game, if you know what I mean. But there's more to come in the next video.